Well, so right after I was done with my other video yesterday, Valve released another patch, and this one addresses quite a few issues. But in today's video we will also go over some of the other hidden changes Valve has made with the previous update, which I did not notice in my previous video. So without further ado, let's dive into today's patch. Let's start off with the changes Valve has made to the weapon finishes. They fixed the appearance of Doppler, Gamma Doppler and Marble Fade finishes, which we're going to compare now. Just a quick explanation regarding my comparison here. On the left we have before the big update, so how the knives basically looked for the past 8 months or so. In the middle we have after the big update, which changed the appearance of them, and on the right side we have after yesterday's patch, which is the one that we're talking about in this video. As you can see, Valve basically just reverted them back to how they looked before this big update. I feel like some of these knife finishes may even look slightly better than they did before this. Specifically, I feel like some of the high tier gem knives look slightly better than before. But this could also be just due to my poor method of testing, which I'm not entirely sure about. Feel free to leave a comment down below regarding this. As mentioned by Valve, the Marble Fade finish was also changed, and as you can see, they basically just reverted it back to how it was before. The same also applies of course for my own Shadow Daggers Gamma Doppler Phase 2, which is great to see. I'm very glad their cyan color is back. In general, feel free to share your opinions about all of this in the comments down below. I would really like to hear what you think about this whole situation. I'm not 100% sure on this, but I feel like some other weapon finishes have also received some slight changes, either with this update or with the previous one. As you can see, the AK-47 Empress has received some slight adjustments, at least it seems like that. As you can see, the Empress herself seems to be a lot less shiny after the most recent patch. This could once again just be due to my poor method of testing, but I feel like Valve has adjusted the skin, as well as most likely the other skins that use the same finish. And that already concludes the changes for the skins. One of the changes I've also missed in the previous update was pointed out by one of you guys. Players that stand in the flames of Molotovs and incendiary grenades now have this burning effect on their legs. You can see a comparison from before and after the update on screen right now. As also mentioned by one of the comments, this seems to be similar to the effect players have when leaving a smoke, which is certainly quite interesting. Alongside with this, I've also missed another change Valve has made to the Glock and FAMAS, which was showcased very nicely over on Twitter by Jacky. As you can see, there is now a visual feedback when switching between the two fire modes, which certainly can be quite helpful, as you will definitely know when you accidentally switch between the two modes. Furthermore, we've also received some leaks regarding chickens. In a future update we may be able to pick up chickens and inspect them, which sounds pretty bizarre, but you know, Valve has been experimenting a lot recently, so I guess this isn't too far-fetched. There's also now a bug that occurs during arms race matches. Once the match would normally conclude, it just simply doesn't end, which is certainly quite interesting. This was also showcased over on Twitter. All of the links of course will be in the description down below. Now with all of those hidden changes and the bugs out of the way, let's get back to the patch notes. Demos have also received some slight user interface changes, but I wasn't really able to tell a difference here. And lastly, for Vertigo, they ended up fixing a bug that was showcased by Aquarius. As Valve says, they clipped the wings of run boosters to B-side and Wingman, since with the most recent update, the bomb site for Wingman was changed to bomb site A and people discovered that you could just run boost to bomb site B, which was pretty hilarious. And alongside with this Wingman change, they've also addressed the bug which allowed players to throw grenades through the crane base at A side, which you can see on screen right now. And this already concludes today's video. Thank you so much for watching it, hopefully it was informative and enjoyable to watch. If it was, feel free to subscribe, and I will see you of course in the next video. Bye guys.